Hello and welcome to Susie Unshaped, and it's been a few days. I'm Susie, and this is where we unshape everything you thought you knew about life and we peel back all the layers of the onion and the belief systems and all the things that we think are true about this life and our existence and who we are, and actually uncover the truth of our essence, our soul essence, which is you are divine soul being. You are like divinity that's come down and chosen to have this human experience in this human body. And boy, oh boy, this is the lifetime where we actually clear that illusion of who we are completely and realize the magnificence of it. And as a gorgeous follower commented the other day about fantastical being a world, well, the life that we are living right now is supposed to be fantastical. Now, I'm going to lose the light, but I had to just stop. I haven't been on for a while, and we will get into that because it's like the challenge that I did, 31 days of living from your heart in a 3D world. The 3D world has been biting my beep. It has been getting me. And then I was just driving down the hill. I've dropped my daughter somewhere, and the sun was literally setting, and over all the ocean, instead of the sun setting over the ocean, this marine layer of cloud has come. So it's like I can still see the top of the islands out there, but in between there's this cloud cover, this band of cloud, and then the sun setting over the back. And I was like, I feel like I'm up with the angels. I feel because I'm driving down the top of the hill, so I will end up going into the cloud. But so I pulled over on the side of the road and just watching this magical post sunset, and there's clouds, and it actually feels fantastical. So I was like, I've got to pull over now. I've got a little bit of light that I can do a quick video about how fantastical this life is. And so if you're still here, it's 2 minutes and 27 seconds. If you have still stayed with us, me blabbing on about that and about how fantastical is the world and how fantastical our life is going to be, now we can get into the good stuff, because everyone else has clicked off by now. So only the people that are actually resonating and hearing me right now, you get it. We speak, we're on the same television show, the television channel, that's what the frequency is that we're all on. Is you see what frequency you're on. That's your reality. And so the fact you're still here, we're on the same frequency. Otherwise you would have clicked off. You're like, nope, not mine, not mine, not mine. It wouldn't have resonated. You wouldn't have stayed. And now I feel like I wish I could flick the camera around to show you, because it is really magical. But anyway, I will continue on. So, living from your heart in a 3D world. If you haven't done my 31-day challenge, it is free, and I highly recommend it, because we go through step by step, do them chronological, start at day 1, because I am only realizing it as I speak to you. I am having my aha moments and understanding the illusions and the veil and who we really are, and our essence, and all of those things just gets unpeeled layer by layer. So if you jump in at day 27, you're going to be like, what is this lady on? You got to go through the journey with us. You got to go start from the let's start at the very beginning. I don't know why that song always comes up whenever I say that, but it does. Sound of Music. Start at the very beginning. Start from day 1. And it can probably get a little bit repetitive. But that's only because I'm literally just speaking out loud. Because other people that don't speak out loud on video. I'm sorry, I'm really rambling today, but I am just thinking, processing out loud on these videos. But the aha moments that we have along the way are just amazing and insane. I think it was a good amount of time to spend 31 days. It's not too big of a commitment. I was committed to doing it because I was committed to doing it for myself. I wanted to have a daily reminder to come back in and live from our heart when the 3D world can get so messy. and so noisy. And that's what I want to talk about. The 3D world for me lately has been so noisy. I can't even remember the last time I did a video. And I've put a few things together just in this, so I probably came up for air a couple of days ago. And then I had an event on Thursday that absolutely broke me. and I want to unpack why it broke me. Like, it did nothing individually happened at the event. It was very stressful. I was a volunteer. The job I had was very stressful. It was non-stop, and it was a lot of people coming at me that needed things that I needed to like check in, register. A lot of high profile people, like celebrities and their managers and people like that. And anyway, so I drove home after the event, and I got home and I was just like eating and I was like, couldn't stop eating. And I hadn't eaten much in the day, but still, even if I haven't eaten that much in the day, like I was just like ravenous, like eating. And then woke up the next morning being yesterday, and I was just shattered. And I mean like a shattered, like I did a triathlon and I didn't feel as shattered as I felt yesterday. Like I felt as shattered as if I'd done like an ultra Ironman marathon thing. Like I did a marathon in New Zealand. I didn't run much of it. I walked a lot of it, but I did it still, and I still wasn't as shattered the next day as I was yesterday. And so that had me to thinking about this 3D world and linking it to our central nervous system and how we regulate that. And I think the being present and the numbing and the running and it's when our central nervous system has actually it's been fried. That's, I think, the key we need to look out for now, because if I now look back on the last couple of weeks where I've been not present, not filming, I've been numbing, running, avoiding, distracting, all of those things. And I think it was because my central nervous system was not coping. I had forgotten about it. And it's only in this last few days, the realization, and maybe I needed that massive day to happen so that I could understand how important it is to remember our central nervous system, which is why we breathe, which is why, I'm banging on about it always, like take a breath in. Take a breath in. Like that is our central nervous system regulation. And I have been through some stressful stuff in the last couple of weeks, and I had completely forgotten. I was definitely on autopilot and I was not present, but it's the link to our central nervous system. That's the one. So now, like I was broken yesterday. I had to take my eldest daughter to Target, which is like a 25-minute drive. And then we got stuck in traffic on the way back. So it was like a 2-hour trip. And by the end of it, I was just like, I was like trying to like text a friend. I couldn't even get my fingers up to press writing a sentence was too much. And so that is what I had a lot of time in bed yesterday because I was so shattered. I couldn't do anything else. And central nervous system regulation. And so then, and I had sort of touched on it a few little bits, like I'd done a little bit. Like I knew the other day that I needed to do something for my central nervous system. And so I went for a walk on the beach because I knew I needed to like ground in and that I hadn't been doing that. And so that was what I started. I just went, no, you need to get on the beach. I need to sit outside in my chair with my roses or my feet on the grass. Like today I went to the beach as well and just went in the ocean and just let it wash over me and then just lay on the sand and really ground it in. And like just let the sun wash over me and just like pulling all the parts of me back. And so that's what I was looking at. Like, why did I get so wasted? Like, why did my energy just get so depleted from the event the other day? And I am losing light, so I will be quick with this. But why did my energy get so depleted from the event the other day? And I think there's so much happening at the moment. Like we've had 3i Atlas, we've had all the planetary convergences, we've had like all the energetic upgrades, we've had the solar flares, we've had like literally like energetically our bodies have just been absorbing. And I think the day before when I was at the event and I had so many people there, I think I was either doing one of two things, and now if you're still with me, you're definitely a fan for life or not after we go through this. But I was either absorbing their energies and transmuting them and up-leveling them to the new energies, because I don't understand else why I would have had such a front-facing role, and I was putting wristbands on, like I was touching people, and so I think I was transmuting and upgrading energies as they came into the room. It's either that or, no, I think it's that. I was like, there was energy exchanges happening. And I think it's the first time that I've done that with such a large number of people. And this is all happening. I didn't realize it was happening at the time. Otherwise, I probably could have protected or bolstered my energy or done something along those lines. But I think it was actually like transmuting the energy that was in the room. So now that everyone that's come into contact with me, with themselves, with each other, we were elevating the consciousness of the entire gathering that was there, like the entire cohort. We all lifted each other up. But I just think that was a draining task because I was the front person for the energy, and then the energy can spread around. But I don't know. I may not even post this. This is sort of a bit bat crazy, but anyway, I'm losing my light. So central nervous system, if you really like noticing that you're numbing, running, avoiding, distracting, how is your central nervous system? What is your level of stress? What have you been helping people with lately that could be super stressful? Have there been people in your life that are super stressful? Like, where are you at? Because I think it's another key to remaining present and staying in the now moment is monitoring that. And so like, I even haven't even really had, I'm going to pulling out caffeine and other stimulants out of my regular routine, because I noticed I'm looking for like really strong coffees and like multiple coffees in the morning. And that's because my nervous system isn't coping. So it's trying to regulate itself. What you actually need is a big fat nap, which is what I did all day yesterday. I've had a very relaxed day today and another one tomorrow just to bring me back to center. Okay. I love you lots. I'm going to take a photo of this guy because it's so pretty and hopefully put it on the end, but love you. Bye.